I'm running like this, you look some deep, wanna get some deep. I'm the roof homie, you wanna think about me, cause about money, I'm the best. You get young niggas out of this. I got money like this, you look some deep, wanna get some deep. I'm the roof homie, you wanna think about me, cause about money, niggas don't hate, niggas don't count money, you can never count. With the money, yeah, nigga, you need to piggy bank. I see my money in my bedroom, so high, I don't need to count. I ain't gonna wait till I get it, I'm the money myself now. You can think about me, when you think of money. A little home bitch, I got money now. And my girlfriend, what's I love you, buddy. Money for the money, very sad, homie. I see the Halloween shot cans. 1, 2, 3, 4, nigga, shut it down. I'm running to the game, and that's mad. Nigga, on the pad. I'm the roof, coming, nobody can see what the key is. Let it call now, listen to the clock now. I tell nigga, break it out back now. I got money like this, nigga, keep some deep, wanna keep some deep. I'm the roof, homie, you ain't talking about me, cause I'm all I do. Yeah, name is Dee Limit, I already know. D-Town Connects. This is a dedication to all the pretty faces. Huh? Hey, check.
D-Town Connect.
It's 5:04 p.m. Like I said earlier, we have in the studio the man Dee Limit. Of course, without wasting much time, let me cross over to Studio B. We'll get started. Dee Limit.
Check.
Good evening.
Yeah,
Welcome to Yem Radio.
Yeah.
Trust you're good.
Very well.
Who is Dee Limit? And why Dee Limit?
Dee Limit. Why Dee Limit? My own is more of like a mathematical expression, you know. And it's more or less like it amounts to infinity, you know. You never know your full capabilities and potentials unless you put in that effort. And typical example is like when you take a string, you don't really know the full length of the string unless you stretch it all out, you know. So the limit, like more or less like you just have to know who you are. Like when you put in work, you find out your full capabilities as a human being. So as a human being, you have limitless capabilities. You understand?
Okay. When did you start doing music?
Well, for me, music has always been coming to me, but to see my first studio recording is somewhere when I was in secondary school, 2007. But then professionally, as I could say, started pushing out real music is somewhere when I graduated university in 2014, yeah.
2014, officially. You started 2014.
Yeah.
What then motivated you to do music?
Music for me, like it comes to me like I'm more often a writer. I like writing a lot, like blogging, like just write-ups. Yeah. Well, first it used to come to me in the form of like poems and poets and all other things. But then I started putting it into words, and rhythms too were always coming to me. And you know, the rhythm is what that always brings the music out. You know, so as long as I still have the words and I have the rhythm, it's just music.
So you write your songs?
Of course.
You write them?
Everything.
Okay. D-Town Connect, right? What's your latest song?
Currently, my latest song is Champion.
Champion?
Yes.
And how many songs so far do you have?
I have several songs though, but then if you check my Apple Music channel, it's just 9 songs there, but I've pushed out to songs up to about 28. Yeah. On my YouTube, you find more songs than on my Apple account. Yeah.
Did music come to you naturally?
Of course, growing up, music has always been with me, like especially in the morning. When I wake up in the morning, it comes to me, yeah. So it's like maybe you'll be there listening to any other thing and you feel like you have to push in words out. It comes to your lips and you just have to open your mouth and it will come.
It
sometimes.
Comes to the
lips.
lips.
Sometimes, it's not all of the time, but it comes. Yeah.
What genre of music do you do?
More often I do Afrobeat, but as a rapper I started as a hip life artist. Yeah, and I do hip hop too. And when I'm to sing, I do Afrobeat and sometimes more of reggae. Yeah.
Okay. So aside music, what do you do?
Well, I'm a software engineer. I do develop websites and softwares for other people who are really interested in it, and most of the time we do develop it according to your specifications. Apart from that, too, I do consult when it comes to IT. It's just like I'm an IT professional, you know. I graduated UDS with a BSc in computer science. Mm-hmm. I do networking too as well, so it's more or less like just IT. You understand? Mm. And, yeah.
So how are you able to combine IT with your music?
Because I do both together. I try to be proactive. Yeah, like I try to do things like I don't try to let things like be like pressure myself. Like I give time. Like maybe because as an IT person, most of the time I go into learning processes because you might want to learn a new framework or a new something, and you can't be pushing music as at that time. So most of the time I do schedule that time a lot. Yeah.
Okay. So looking at how far you've been doing music in the industry, mm-hmm. What are the ways forward?
Really, the way forward is to push out more music, especially more visuals, get more featuring, more featurings and features, put myself out there, more live presentations, get others to put me on their projects and other stuff. Yeah, just like getting that exposure. That is what I'm really hoping for, because we do have the products. Yeah, the music are the products, and we need that much exposure. Yeah.
Are you on a record label?
No, officially I'm not on any record label. It's just like I'm an independent artist and I'm pushing my own music. So B-Town Connect it is.
B-Town Connect.
Check.
Okay. How do you handle pressure?
Pressure, just like I said, I try to do things, like I try to be proactive. So I try not to pressure myself with a whole lot of things. Like maybe I know I have something to do. Like I have a timeline. Like it's always milestone. Like maybe I have to record a song, release it in a matter of 3 months time. So like maybe I try to schedule that time very well so that I don't be like maybe I'm disappointing others, or like what people are really expecting from you, you are not giving it to them. So timing is very key in what we are really doing, and you have to give the people what they really expect.
You are an artist. Ladies do come showing themselves at you, right? How do you handle that?
Yeah, that one, Charlie. I want to talk about that one too for you. That one is. Charlie, that one is my business.
You don't want to come for air. Oh, no. But they do come, right? They come.
Oh, why not? Yeah, why not?
Are you being selective or anything goes?
Probably this one there. Even my business. Oh my God. They're making me laugh out loud, you know. Yeah. But those are some of the pressures, you know. You just have to try and just satisfy some people, like maybe give them what they really want, and you just move on with life, you understand?
Do you have a promoter?
Currently, I don't have a dedicated promoter, but I try to work with anybody that I find that is in love with my music and can put me out there.
Okay. So we're still here with the man Dee Limit. Let's get to have a feel of this one. It is titled My Haters.
It will be a rapper. Sometimes I want to be the rap game and do something different. Be a pusher, hustle on the street, anything else. So ashamed of being a rapper. So ashamed of being a rapper. I rap bad, ain't no producer. I rap bad, ain't no producer. My haters, my haters, my shooters. So ashamed of being a rapper. So ashamed of being a rapper. I rap bad, ain't no producer. I rap bad, ain't no producer. My haters, my haters, my shooters. So ashamed of being a rapper. Talking to my haters, my shooters, my gangsters, street, don't never get back, focus story, yeah. Feeling this stimulation, wow. Wanna stay on the top, it's like I'm going down. Please drive down. I be a king when they turn down. Just playing cook. I be a born again. No more fool again. Free killing the dream and just kills the dream. Sitting by the streets, I'm running my life. Rappers out wide. Nice guys are right. Don't be good times when they go up over my shoulder. Drink the yeah. Don't it goes up. It's never over till it's over. So ashamed of being a rapper. So ashamed of being a rapper. I rap bad and no producer. I rap bad and no producer.
This is Yem Radio,
My favorite.
89.1 FM.
My favorite.
Bonatanga.
My shooter. So ashamed of being a rapper. So ashamed of being a rapper. I rap bad and no producer. I rap bad and
No producer.
13:05 p.m. and the man Dee Limit is still here. Dee Limit, your new one is titled Champion.
Yeah.
What are your
Champion.
promotional plans for it?
Yeah, Champion. I have great plans for my song Champion. For me, it's one of the best songs I've put in out there. And I'm really working so hard with a lot of people who are really in support of this music, you know. Most of the time, some of us doing it independently. We have people who are really our loved ones and they come through. I've been trying to get Ike Studios on it. He's in Accra and he promised us 3 videos and we're still working on it. We've done one fair shoot. We're hoping that we'll be able to come out with that full video before the end of the year or maybe beginning of the year next year for people to also enjoy it. I have a lot of great plans for my song Champion because I want it to be the song that will be the lead song for my upcoming projects next year. Yeah.
Okay. UMA is around the corner. You file for?
Of course, yeah. You know, I'm pushing out music, so why not file for if I've pushed out music?
Which categories?
I prefer not to say, you know, but as a hip-hop artist, as an Afrobeat artist, I will say that you might be looking at certain categories, you know. It should be like, those ones are constants, you know. You have to just go for them.
Okay. December is also just here. Any concerts?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You?
We should expect 2 concerts from Dee Limit, you know.
This December?
Yes. Yeah, December 24th December, we are going to be inside Eve's Pub, partying to daybreak, you know. It's Dee Limit back to back. We're taking the songs from the beginning, just like you played Got Money till the latest song, you know, and I'll be putting other artists too on it. You understand? So 24th December inside Eve's Pub is going to be ganging, you know. Definitely put flyers out for people to know how it's going on social media. So that one day is a must. We're gonna be doing it. Yeah.
Where do fans get to download your music?
Well, if you really know my stage name very well, DEE space LIMIT, Dee Limit, you can just do a Google search on it. You know, there are a lot of music out there, especially on most of the major streaming platforms, especially the free ones too, like Audiomack. You know, it's out there.
In 3 words, describe the music industry in Boga or Upper East at large.
Well, I've not really had much feel of the Upper East music industry. Yeah, I try to push out music, all right. Sometimes when I check my fan base, it's more or less like in Kumasi and Accra. So in Upper East, yeah, I'm pushing music. Although I'm from here, I try to build my fan base down here, but I do have fans outside there down here. What I can say is that the industry is really growing, but it's very slow, you understand? Yeah, the way we are expecting it and looking at some of us, the way we've been holding the industry down, you understand? Sometimes it becomes so dull to the extent that you just have to push music so that the industry to be vibrant. We need artists to push in more music, especially those who have that recording opportunity. Push out music, at least every 2 months you can push it. Those who really have that opportunity, they should push the music out so that at least the industry will always be vibrant. We've seen our investors coming in, and I think the only investor I'm seeing right now is Happy Man. Really good, he's doing that. But we have to create that kind of platform that will really bring investors into the industry, because the industry, our part of the music has not even been exploited. And when you say Upper East music, the only thing people think about is the indigenous music, just like the Congo music. That's the only thing they think about. They don't know that maybe there are other artists also doing good in the industry, you understand? Yeah. So what we can do is also like try to brand our music very well and get that kind of exposure into our music too. Because when you say you are from Upper East, that's the kind of music most of the people know. So we have to try and do the mix up so that we can have our own genre or something, so that it will grow.
Okay.
Music in this industry is yet to be exploited. There are a lot of great talents up here. You understand? And it's like the music is in Accra and Tema. So up here, it's really a struggle for the industry. So we are hoping that bigger investors have to come inside. And if investors are going to come inside, we are the ones supposed to give them that appeal. You understand?
What would we want to be remembered for?